kind of stuck here. The cops won't bother me. Hey guys, I wanted to show you this video that's been going around the internet, and it's incredible, almost near miss that happened somewhere in Europe. This guy's going about 90 miles an hour, and look what's coming the opposite way. A group of idiots on sport bikes going so fast that they go in between them. Just incredible. Watch slowly. There's the first idiot and then the additional two idiots following him. And it seems like the guy, the green Kawasaki, is the biggest idiot of the group. But he didn't crash. And this is them trying to figure out what the hell just happened. That was such a near miss. And, you know, people shouldn't really have to put up with this sort of stuff on a public road. And the reason this happens is because of group mentality. And look at this. It's not the guys that went in between them that crashed. I believe it's the first rider. The first rider that went against him that got seriously hurt, and he kind of deserved it because he set the tempo for the ride. The guy that got hurt is this guy, I believe. And you should never do this. I mean, that's so insane that you would do that. You can do it if there's nobody coming, okay? But the problem here was that there was a rise on the road, and you really couldn't see over the road, especially if you're going really fast. You don't see it. So this guy could have easily have died. And then, of course, because of the group leader is setting this tempo and they're like playing a game on the road, his two idiot friends that are much less intelligent than he is followed his lead, and here they are going in between this one rider going 90 miles an hour. They're going much faster than 90 miles an hour. They're on sport bikes, so I imagine on this straightaway they could be going like 150, 160 actual miles per hour. So that's an incredible amount of speed to hit somebody else that's going 90 miles an hour. And the reason I wanted to show this to you guys is that it's springtime, it's starting to get warm, and you do see a lot of this happening in the DC metro area. And you know, if you were to ever ask these guys, look how close he is to the motorcycle. I'm surprised that the wind didn't blow him over, but this should never happen. You should never overtake a car and have a motorcycle coming the opposite way. That's just complete stupid. But this happens a lot in this area because people don't ride very often, and when they do ride, there's this stupid group mentality, and it's part of human psychology. It's part of human nature to follow a leader. And I've ridden so much with other riders, and I think a lot of times I've been to blame for crashes, but I've never done anything so stupid like this. This is just so crazy and idiotic. And I am glad one of them crashed. I mean, usually I don't say that, oh, no, you know, people shouldn't get hurt. But man, this guy could have easily killed this guy on the motorcycle and other people. Yeah, these guys just came so close to death. They have no idea, or actually they probably know. And I bet they're never going to do this again. And who has not done something stupid in their lives, you know? But this is just completely reckless. Just insane. There's a guy in a speed triple and one guy on some sort of Kawasaki. You can see the Kawasaki up on the left, and I believe I can see the speed triple as well. So the two guys behind them survived, and there's one motorcycle down. And this road is completely flat. I don't know where this location is. It looks like Holland or somewhere like in Germany. It's definitely not the western part of Europe. It's not Spain. So yeah, there's one guy that's down, and he is on the floor and he's hurting. So yeah, you can see I believe that's the speed triple there. But it's just an incredible thing that could have been easily avoided. And I keep telling people, you gotta issue out your little gobs of madness in like short amount of bursts. Don't go full out all the time. You know, you can like speed up to like 100 something, then slow down. Like it cuts your chances of getting hurt. Because when you're going at such high speed on a road, it's not so much the speed, but it's all the things around you that are going to be hitting you. Like you could be hitting a bump. You know, on a track, everything is manicured, but this guy is hurt. And when you fall at this speed, you're gonna get seriously hurt. So as it turns out, I've been researching, or at least trying to look into what happened afterwards, and I can't really find any status of the rider that fell. I don't want them to be seriously hurt. But it turns out that the rider in the front, the one that passed them first and passed the motorcycle rider so close, is the one that crashed on a Kawasaki. And I think the reason he fell, according to the piston, the original rider, is because he got spooked because he saw the rider coming. There is a rise on this very flat road. There's a small rise, and if you guys have ridden in a straight road that's got a little rise, you don't see what's happening over the rise. It could be just slight, and you can't see cars, you can't see motorcycles. So these guys were assuming that it was clear because it's such a long straight road, which you should never assume, like when there's a rise and you can't see the road. And I think in this case it might have been like it's so flat that it's deceiving, that this little rise actually kind of seems that it's still flat. There are those type of roads, so that could have been the issue here. But the original rider, the reason he crashed, this guy that's on the floor, the reason he crashed is because he got spooked because he saw the motorcycle coming the opposite way. So in a way, he kind of got what he deserved. I hate to say that way, but it's completely rider's fault in this case. And the guy, I have no idea if he survived, but he's probably going to be hurt. And you never hear about these riders ever again. They get seriously hurt, they break a leg, they get their foots amputated, and you never hear from them again. They just kind of go off into the distance. So that's my thing. Like, I've seen so many riders that are using the roads to race, and they want to get their highs at 200 miles an hour, and when they crash, you just never hear from them again, even if they survive. Oh man, it's just so crazy. There's people that crash and they just go away into the dark. So be careful out there, guys. Don't die. The most important thing to be aware in a motorcycle is that you don't want to get hurt. There's no prizes at the end of the ride. Stay safe out there. Kind of stuck here. The cops won't bother me.